One of the very first things that you're going to want to do is get your Crisco melting. You want the Crisco to be melted, but you do not want it to be hot. So a nice low, slow melt. On our stove, we either do it on 1 or 2, maybe even low, depending on how long you have before you need it. If the pan is real cold, maybe you start it a little bit hotter, like on 2, but then turn it back down to 1. You do not want it hot, you simply want it liquefied. With the Crisco, we found that the Crisco sticks, while they are a little bit more expensive than buying shortening in a can and measuring it out, are really convenient for this recipe. The recipe calls for 1 cup, which is simply 1 stick, so it just makes it a little bit easier. So I'm making multiple batches. Your molasses doesn't come all the way out of the jar, so a little trick here. 1 batch of the recipe calls for about a whole jar, but not an entire jar. It calls for 1 1/4 cup. So what you can do is stack some molasses up on top of each other, and as you're baking the gingerbread and working on the other batches, you can let the molasses drain into the other jar. We simply stick a Pyrex underneath there to keep it from getting messy. Here we have our eggs already beaten, and you can look at the recipe. We got 2 eggs ready and beaten. Also, when we're making multiple batches, we like to get all of our dry spices and dry ingredients, with the exception of the flour and sugar, placed into smaller containers such as these cups. So we place in the baking soda, the salt, the ginger, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and the cloves, and we just have them mixed together and ready to go. Also, when we're working together, we get the 5 cups of flour put together as well. And in the next video, we'll show you how to assemble it all.